On this week's Keeping It Real, Cam Marston's newest effort has been a year in the making, and it's finally ready. It's learning delivered the way it used to be, and he's very excited for it.
Here's a story for you. An old man lowered his clay jug every day at the well. He did it by hand with the jug attached to a rope. He was very careful to not let the jug bump against the edge of the well, which was made of stone, or else the jug may break. A young man saw all this and proposed a wheel built over the center of the well with a rope that would lower the jug straight down every time. It would be easier and faster. All he had to do was crank the wheel up and down. The old man listened to the young man's idea and said, "No, thank you. Without the work of lowering and raising the jug, I'm not so sure the water would taste as good." Over 1 year ago, I began surveying clients and colleagues and having lunches and Zoom meetings with them to discuss a new 2.5-day workshop I was developing on communication skills. Their reply was unanimous. These skills are desperately needed in our workplace. I asked a lot of questions, and I've written, rewritten, and rewritten again this course over and over again, and the program launched this past Wednesday. Could the program be delivered remotely? Yeah. Could it be pre-recorded and done online at the leisure of the participant? Yeah, I think so. Could it be shortened to 1 day or maybe half a day? After all, people are busy. Yeah, probably it could. But none of that's going to happen. There's a saying in the addict recovery world: what do you do when the very thing that's destroying you is what gets you through the day? For the addict, it's drugs. For many of us today, though, it's urgency. It's more and more. It's busyness. It's fear of missing out. It's the dopamine hit of the flashing or buzzing phone. And I'm as guilty of it as the next guy. So in an effort to make a difference with the people who began with me Wednesday, I've created a program that slows the pace of learning. It's not cramming, it's learning. It's savoring new knowledge. It's dialogue, discussion, eye contact, and thoughtful progression through learning and relearning skills that, per my colleagues, are desperately needed in their workplace. No PowerPoint, no audio or video. Instead, it will be flip charts, instruction, dialogue, and practice, even pencils and not pens. It's the hard, slow, deliberate work that creates results and will lead to a more fulfilling and successful workplace for my participants. It's, in a sense, retro learning, the way it used to be done back in the day, before all these tools we've created made things, what? Quicker? Better? Easier? Maybe all of those. But what I've created will be memorable and transformational. To many of my participants, what's old will be new again, and it's been a year in the making. And we could get to the end of the program much quicker than 2.5 days, but like the old man lowering the jug by hand every day, the water simply wouldn't taste as good. I'm Cam Marston, just trying to keep it real.
To hear more commentaries, search for Keeping It Real with Cam Marston on your favorite podcast app, or follow Cam Marston on social media.